Hey guys, it's Joe Mayo and we're out exploring today. I'm with my buddy Richard Ballen. And Rich, where are we?
So we are at Lake Dolores, which is, it used to be like a water park. It's just outside of Baker, California. And this was back in the early 80s, a big water park where people would come out and, you know, those kind of like a Wet and Wild. If you don't know what that is, it's just a big water park and they had a lot of stuff going on out here. We came out, checking it out. It's had fires out here, vandalism, all kinds of crazy stuff. I even did a little metal detecting and found a few pennies. But this is a really, really cool place to see.
We're gonna check out the water park and hang out, do a little, lazy river and stuff like that.
So if you've ever traveled from California to Las Vegas, or vice versa, you have surely seen Lake Dolores Water Park. As you're driving along the I-15, there's nothing really but desert on either side, and then this massive water park pops up. So the park actually started in the late 1950s, and it was just used for immediate family. And it was further developed and opened to the public in 1962 and is considered the first water park in America. So it's December 2024 when we visited Lake Dolores, and it officially closed in 2004, so it's been 20 years. And this place to me looks like it's been hit by an apocalyptic event. It's been, it's pretty crazy here. But I think what probably happened is over the years, vandals have come in here and there's several buildings that are burned down. And this place isn't really near anything. I don't know that there's even a police department in the area other than maybe the highway patrol. And the highway patrol patrols the highways. They really don't deal with stuff like this. So this is kind of open. And if you do choose to come here, please be careful. There's a lot of holes, open holes with pool filtration and such. Some are pretty deep. You could definitely get yourself hurt here, so keep an eye out. So I don't know if it's just me, but I love exploring abandoned places like this, and this is really cool. And, a lot of the places I explore are kind of out there in the middle of nowhere, and you gotta kind of worry about, people coming around or whatever. And as you can see, this place is right along the I-15 freeway, but you know what? There's not an exit like right there. You've got to travel several miles one way or the other to even get off an exit and then travel back to get here. So you kind of have that feeling that, you're like in a fishbowl, and if you had to yell for help, the people outside are just driving by and looking in. So crazy stuff. But this is really, really a neat place, and it's so sad to see it in its condition. This park was originally opened in 1962 and stayed open until the late 1980s. And I'm not sure, but I have a feeling in 1987 there was a water park in Las Vegas that opened called Wet and Wild. And I have a feeling that maybe the people that were on their way to Las Vegas, instead of stopping here, decided to go to the water park in Las Vegas. No, that one did not compare at all to this one from everything that I can see. But nonetheless, the late 1980s, this place closed, and then it was reopened in 1998 under a different name. It originally was Lake Dolores Water Park. And in 1998, when it reopened, it was called Rock-A-Hoola Water Park. Well, Rock-A-Hoola only lasted for 2 years. In February of 2000, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. In August of 2000, the bankruptcy filing was changed to Chapter 7 liquidation. The judge overseeing the case returned the property to Dolores buyers, the original owner, with most of the debts discharged. And Dolores sold the property in September of 2001 to SL Investment Group. After a $400,000 renovation, the water park reopened in May of 2002 under the name Discovery Water Park. It was open in 2002 and 2003. And the summer of 2004 was its final summer, and the park has been closed since. So the entrance to get into the park was right here to the left. You can see where the turnstiles used to be. So I'm guessing these outside buildings were probably concession stands, gift shops, stuff like that. And you can see here, yeah, this one was burned down. And yeah, I guess about 5 years ago, maybe 2018, 2019, they say, yeah, there were some people came in here and burned several of these buildings down. And what a shame. It's like, why mess with this stuff? You know, I mean, graffiti, whatever they do, but to burn them down, that's what a shame. And there's nobody near here. Like I said, there's no local police. I don't even know, there's probably not a local fire department. So these places probably just burned until they burned all the way down. So if you've ever been to this park, leave me some comments. I'd love to hear about your experiences here. This has obviously been there. Like I said, 1962 originally opened and closed in the late 1980s and reopened 1998 to 2004. So I know a ton of people have enjoyed this place. And yeah, I'd like to hear some stories. I've driven by it. I've gone to California. I live in Las Vegas, and I've driven to California many times back in the 80s and 90s. And I saw it, thought it was cool, but, you know, I was going from point A to point B, and there was really no point in stopping. So it's something I always regret. I would love to have seen this place when it was open. Well, not sure what this building is, but I would guess maybe a souvenir T-shirt shop or something. Who knows? Maybe they sold burgers and fries here. If you know, let me know. And yeah, I'd love to see pictures of this when it was open. That would be really, really cool. And looks like this one was burnt as well. Didn't burn all the way down, so it's good. At least the front is still there.
What you got? 2 pennies?
I got a penny. Ready for this?
Yeah.
1984.
I didn't realize the calendar went back that far.
That's 40 years ago.
Holy crap.
That's an old penny.
That's that's when I moved to Las Vegas.
See?
1984.
Maybe you're the one that left it here.
That could be.
When our
Could
neighbors
be.
were on fire, you can tell.
Yeah, I saw some videos from a few years ago, and I think just within the last 5 years or so, these fires.
There's quite a bit of clothes out here too. There's literally like a shirt hanging in a tree. In
Oh,
a
yeah.
bush. It's all like on a hanger.
All right.
Yeah. And then there's a pair of underwear. I'm like, all right, who am I? Am I gonna run into some naked guy running around here in a second?
It's like, what was this? The pool filters?
Huh?
Is this pool filters, I wonder?
Yeah, I went through there. It's all up to like what ran everything, I guess. If I was a kid and I lived around here, I'd be over here every day. It's
And
just
here's
like a cool little place to.
Oh, yeah. Just a lazy river.
Yeah, and on top of what you just said, it's all cement. So maybe they had a lot of sand at the bottom at one time. I mean, I see some, but
Well, after scoping out the place out in the front and then droning around the back, we determined that we could drive through. It looked relatively safe. There's some holes and stuff you got to watch out for, but you know, I got my truck sitting out here. We're kind of in the middle of nowhere, and I've got all kinds of camera equipment in there, so I decided to pull it in kind of in a center spot where we wouldn't have to worry about it. We could keep our eyes on it. And then again, I could pull out my solar panel to help charge up my drone batteries. And of course, we can break for lunch and take it easy. So there you go.
Yeah, we're going to climb up to the, I don't know, what is that, Rich? The slides. I guess the slides were
that's
here.
the top of where the slides were at.
But let's check this other stuff out.
So you can see this hole right here is what I'm talking about. If you're not paying attention, you step into that and you're going to break your leg. So, and it looks like the tubes from some of the water slides came, and this is the pool you landed in. Because this whole mountain here was full of all kinds of slides. And we got the lazy river. We'll cross over into the middle here. This bridge looks like it might be a little sketchy here. Yeah, you know what? This beam in the middle, that looks thick enough. We're good.
Hey, later you ought to take the drone and see if you can find the dog.
There you go.
He's up there somewhere.
What Rich was saying there was I should send the drone up and see if I can find the dog. And when we first pulled in, there was a dog, kind of a Doberman kind of dog. But there was a couple out front, and the dog appeared to be with them, but as we found out, it wasn't, because they asked us if we knew where the dog came from. Well, the dog didn't have a collar or anything, but looked very healthy, so kind of Doberman kind of dog. And they were here a week earlier and said the dog was here then as well. So they came back and brought it some food and water. So I can't imagine it's a stray. It looked way too healthy to be a stray. So maybe we'll send the drone up and see if we can find anything that may be in the area.
Hey, look at that. I say we go down in the lazy river. Check it out. This is wild. Yeah, this must have been something back in the day. And the thing about it is, this place is kind of in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it's along the I-15 freeway, but there's not like any towns or anything by here, as far as I know. Okay, which way do we go here now? It's just an island. I know it doesn't make any sense, but somehow I feel like I'm going upstream. Then again, I don't know if these lazy rivers were level. Well, yeah, they'd have to be level. So it's just a matter of which way they made the water current go. See a lot of tracks. I guess there must be a way to get four-wheelers down here. Looks like another island. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, so I guess if you got a four-wheeler, you can bring it down right here. Obviously somebody's doing some burnouts. Positive traction, there you go. Oh, notice that actually. It's almost like a mini lazy river, little pool, probably kiddie pool. Yeah, it's not very deep, so I'm guessing kiddie pool. And looks like maybe skateboarders hang out here.
You know, I don't know how big or how long this lazy river is. I should measure it because, you know, I've been to Wet and Wild in Las Vegas and a couple other water parks, and this one is 2 to 4 times longer than any of the ones I've been to.
Well, I'm getting my workout. Doesn't look like it's steep, but the stairs will get you huffing and puffing.
Yes, let's go check out this building. And originally, I did see this on Google Earth, and I thought maybe it was a residence, but looking at it now, it looks like it was a business. Maybe it was the corporate office for this place. I don't know. It's kind of small for that, but who knows? And with everything, the big concrete pad there, it definitely was like for a parking lot. Maybe it was a gas station. The building actually looks like it could have been a gas station. So if you've ever been here to Lake Dolores or Rock-A-Hoola Water Park and you know what this is, let me know. So let's go check out this platform. This is looks like it's the tallest point of the park here. And obviously there was, slides attached to it. So you'd climb up this, but notice that there's no railings on this stairs. But let's check it out. It's a little creepy, but you know what? This is like, it's concrete. The steps are actually concrete on steel. They're very solid. So, although it's a little freaky looking over the edges there, it's kind of cool. And although there's a rail here, I think it's an illusion of safety because I wouldn't grab it. I don't think it would hold me up. So anyway, here we are. We're at the top. Check this out. I'm the king of the world. And you can see the hole right there in front of me. There's another on my right side. Like I mentioned before, if you come here, you need to be careful because you could seriously get yourself hurt. But this is a cool place to see. And a lot of this where you're looking at right out there directly in the front, that was all water. To the left, that was all water. This, it was all fed by underground springs. And I guess it's just going to wherever it's going instead of into the park now.
So Rich, what'd you find?
Look at this. Sunglasses from the yard house. Now the guy that was laying in the field, he might have just been tired, but you know. And then the big find of the day.
Damn.
A year 2000 copper penny. That's like over 20 years old.
Dang.
Pretty cool, huh?
Actually, there's right on. Good time. Glad you made it.
Yeah.
Glad you could come with me today, and we're gonna head on possibly to another site, or we might be done. We'll see. It is, it's like 1:30, but this time of the year, the sun goes down so quickly.
Somebody told us about a bunker.
Yeah, not too far, so we might take a little
Yeah.
detour and check that out. It's
A
about
hidden
25
bunker.
miles. So there you go. We'll see you on the next video or at the bunker.
Woo!
So we started heading down the highway and heading for the bunker. And we were told that this was a place you could go to. It was kind of out in the desert. And you could go down into it, and it was kind of like a house inside. There was a lot of square footage to it. But anyway, we did find it. But when we got there, it was fenced in and had barbed wire on top. So now the upper building itself that stuck out of the ground was covered in graffiti. So we figured that fence probably hadn't been there that long. And when I got home, I did a little Googling and found that the property was actually sold a year or so ago. And so it's somebody's private property now. Thus, I didn't take any pictures certainly for privacy reasons. But anyway, we headed on to our potential next location, which we didn't figure we would have enough time for. And indeed, it was 3:30 when we got to that area, to the exit. And we would have had to do some off-roading to get to it. And the sun goes down between 4:30 this time of the year, so we would not have had time to really explore that place. So that'll be on a next adventure. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we'll see you next time.